Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to express my appreciation for this great opportunity to present my research at the 10th conference in Ahwaz. My name is Aaisha Abri, and I'm here to present my topic, which is innovative approaches to translation training, the role of literary parallel corpora in developing translation skills at the University of Nizwa. Now, as for the outline, I'll be going through an introduction, objectives and questions of my research, theoretical framework, methodology, data analysis, results, conclusion, and finally, references. Starting with the introduction. So, this research investigates the impact of using literary parallel corpus as a translation aid tool on the performance of translation students at University of Nizwa. So this research focuses on the gap in Arabic English corpora and how integrating this tool can actually develop a translation education and address the challenges and enhance learning outcomes. Now, the problem statement of the study is that it underscores the importance of specialized corpora to improve translation quality, address the lack of Arabic corpora, and to meet market demands for effective and high-quality translations. The purpose is to evaluate how literary parallel corpus can speed up the training process, improve the translation quality, and highlight the potential of such tools in education, business, and training generally. Moving forward to my research objectives and research questions. So I have set two objectives for this research. First is to identify the impact of using a literary specialized parallel corpus tool as a translation aid in translating literary text on the performance of translation students. And then second, to evaluate the impact of this tool on enhancing the output of translation students. And similarly, I've asked two research questions to achieve the aims of these objectives. Then going forward to the theoretical framework. So for this study, I've decided to adapt three main theories, which are mainly scopus theory, which focuses on the purpose and the intended function of the translation. And then I've also adapted descriptive translation studies, which examines translation as a cultural and social phenomenon. And finally, relevance theory, which emphasizes on maintaining relevance in communication across languages. Now, here are a list of some notable studies that I've used in my research. First study is Focus on English-Arabic Political Parallel Corpus, and then a study of CAT tools among Arab translators, and finally, use of specialized corpus-based tools in linguistic research. And then coming to the methodology. So, of course, I've followed the steps of creating a solid methodology to conduct my research, which is identifying a research design. Then I've chosen a sample. I conducted a pretest, and then I introduced the translation aid tool, and then I've conducted a post-test, and finally I've analyzed the data. Then going into more details of the methodology. So the research design is experimental, so pretest, post-test approach to assess the performance of the translators before and after using the tool. I've chosen a sample of 30 translation students from Nizwa University, aging between 20 to 22. The reason of choosing this range of students is that they've already studied a number of courses in translation, so they have experience in different types of translation. And then for the data collection, I've conducted a pretest where the translation students used traditional tools like dictionaries or general machine translation tools. Then for the intervention, I've used a literary parallel corpus tool. Then finally, for the post-test, I've introduced a translation tool, the specialized tool, for the translators to use. And then coming for the analysis tools, I've used House's translation quality assessment model, and then statistical analysis through MaxQDA. Coming for the data analysis. So I've done the analysis over 3 different, let's say, stages. The first one was numerical data collection, where I've searched for any issues with accuracy, grammatical errors, stylistic errors, and also the time spent on the translation. And then I've created some descriptive statistics. And then finally, I've made some holistic evaluations on fluency, adequacy, acceptability, intelligibility, naturalness, and translation strategies. Then moving forward to the results. So the results showed enhanced quality in generally. So the study showed that using the parallel corpora tool significantly improved accuracy, fluency, and stylistic adequacy in translations, as well as improved efficiency, where translators using parallel corpora complete the tasks faster than those relying solely on dictionaries or general tools. Finally, there was also a reduction of errors. So grammatical and lexical errors were observed to be made less with students who utilized the specialized corpora. So those are very positive results. So here are some statistics or a sample of the results. So if you can take a look at the first column to the left, where it says grammar, spelling, style, structure, and comparing it to the table below, you would notice that the number of errors are much less. So for example, grammar, when using traditional machine translation or traditional translation tools like dictionaries, grammar errors were 31%, compared to using the custom tool that I've presented, the errors went down to 25%. And also for style, the style errors were 24%, and then after using the tool, it's 15%. So these results show really positive intervention from the tool. So coming to the conclusion of this research, so the implications of this research shows that a literary parallel corpora have significant potential in translation education, and it also improves the readiness of students for professional translation challenges. And for future directions, I would recommend the expansion of Arabic English corpora and integrating it into diverse fields beyond literary translation. That is all for my presentation today. Here are some of my references. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you again in future conferences. Thank you very much.